Well, I can hardly claim that I'm satisfied with the changes that have been announced. According to the information I've read, tyre compounds will be open to choice for everybody in 2016, and from 2017 refueling will be introduced. You're probably wondering, why am I unsatisfied with the changes that have been announced if those changes are going to improve the show? Well, I'll tell you why. The reason why is because F1 has got far bigger problems to deal with than trivial changes such as reintroducing refueling and allowing teams free choice of tyre compound. To me, changes like giving them free choice of tyre compound and reintroducing refueling are frankly trivial compared to the real changes that will need to be made in the sport in order for it to survive. Quite frankly, I think the sport's finances could be in better health. Yes, I know Formula 1 is a sport which rewards success. I've known that ever since I started watching the sport in 1996. But how on earth are we supposed to improve the racing spectacle if there is such an enormous gap between the teams finishing higher up in the table to the teams finishing lower down? I mean, how are we supposed to have a world championship if we just have teams with X amount of millions of pounds, dollars, euros, whatever currency they use in the bank, if the other teams can't even match that budget? I mean, money talks, yes, but what on earth are those teams supposed to do if they want to even contemplate succeeding? Quite frankly, teams that finished higher up in the Constructors' Championship in 2014, the likes of Mercedes, Red Bull and Ferrari, they can survive for several years without money coming in. I mean, they've got hundreds of millions of dollars, pounds, euros in their wallets. I mean, it's several times the value of, I don't know, Manor's year budget. I mean, if we had the budget flipped on its head, then it would give the teams finishing lower down a fairer chance to make their car more competitive, and as such make the racing more competitive. And if that doesn't work, then maybe we should have more standard equipment in F1. I mean, they started in 2008 with the standard ECU, which was designed by McLaren. Maybe we should have, much like it is in IndyCar, a standard chassis where people can bolt whatever they want onto it, whether it's a Ferrari engine, a Mercedes engine or a Renault engine, or if they want push rod suspension or pull rod suspension, or if they want a high nose or a low nose. They should have free reign of choice, but it will all be able to work with that one chassis, and it would be best of all if that one chassis was designed by a racing company that's not currently in Formula 1, like Dallara or Lola. Feel free to voice your opinions about whether you agree with me or not. I respect them either way. If you want to voice your opinions about it, just leave comments down there, and preferably subscribe to me if you want more of my frank opinions on the sport, which I have loved and continue to love for as long as I can think.